And Jim, we're not talking about the AstroTurf of old, but a new generation of synthetic turf that has become wildly popular, showing up in stadiums, parks, and playgrounds all across the country. But is it toxic or not? There's something in this sealed glass container this scientist would rather not touch, something which the city says is safe, but which has others alarmed. And it's something your kids are playing on every day.
The size is a little bit bigger.
This jar contains samples of artificial turf, and so does this box. It's fake grass and soil.
This is the grass part, which is made of plastics.
Made from plastic and recycled tires. The artificial turf is being installed in parks, sports fields, and playgrounds all over the city at a rapid pace, and it's causing controversy. Is it toxic turf? Are these rubber pellets safe for you and your kids?
We just do not know how much risk there is, and we feel the public has a right to know.
William Crane is a developmental psychologist at CUNY. He's a fan of natural grass and always has been. So when he heard about the new artificial turf being laid down at dozens of parks, he wanted to know exactly what's in this stuff.
We need to know, is it safe or is it not safe? We better find out what's in these, because the kids are out there playing in them every day.
He collected samples at 2 parks and sent them to this lab at Rutgers University. Tests showed worrisome levels of something called PAHs, toxic chemicals known to cause cancer, found at levels way above what's considered acceptable under state law. They also found toxic metals, lead, arsenic, and zinc.
Probably the most worrisome is the lead.
I would not recommend kids to play on that. I would not put that in my backyard.
But the Parks Department is pushing full steam ahead. They've seen other studies which show the fake turf is not toxic, even if swallowed or inhaled. So there's no cause for alarm.
We've been looking into the concerns. So far, there is no study that we've found, and there have been literally hundreds of studies done, that shows there's any way for the chemicals contained within the pellets to be transferred easily to human beings. Any kind of casual contact, touching, maybe even eating accidentally, is extremely unlikely, we have been told by the experts, to produce any kind of toxicity in human beings.
You can already find the synthetic turf installed at parks in every borough, from Juniper Valley Park in Queens and Riverside Park in Manhattan, to Kaiser Park in Brooklyn, Midland Beach in Staten Island, and Pelham Bay Park in the Bronx. That's just to name a few of the nearly 60 parks where the controversial turf has already been installed. Nearly 20 other parks on the list to get it, primarily because it has many advantages. It's easier to maintain, it lasts longer, drains quicker, it's softer, better able to cushion a fall, and does not require pesticides or fertilizers.
These rubber compounds, these are things that people come in contact with every day. There's been a long history of human interaction with these, and we're not aware of any toxicity, any toxic problems.
It's being used not only in the city of New York, but all over the United States. There are numerous studies, and many of which, the overwhelming majority of which, say that this is a safe substance to use.
Even so, on its website, one Connecticut-based nonprofit environmental group says this, quote, "There has not been enough testing or public health evaluation studies on synthetic turf fields to determine if some of them pose a health problem for children. There are many important public health questions that should be answered before these expensive synthetic fields are purchased and installed." And those professors you saw want a full-blown risk assessment before any more synthetic turf is laid down. Meantime, the Parks Commissioner calls their study methods into question because to find the toxic substances, they had to subject the artificial turf to extreme heat and powerful solvent, something unlikely to occur under normal conditions. Now, if there's a story you want us to look into, please let us know at cw11.com/factfinders. And I will say this as well. The Health Department is looking at all the studies that have been done by this, and we're told that they will have an analysis of that data and issue a report on that sometime soon. We'll bring it to you.
All right, Peter. Thank you very much.
People in one community have growing concerns tonight. They're alarmed about what they say is a law